Very good, thank you. Hi, Kathy. You should stand up here with us. Yeah, you should. Come on up. How are you? You too. You look well. So are I. Can I come over real quick? I'm Good morning, everyone. Look how fortunate we are with all of our partners here today. It's so good to see everyone out here. Thank you for joining us. For more than 5 decades, the NYPD and the New York City Police Foundation have worked together in one of the most successful public-private partnerships in the country. I want to thank the Foundation's chair, Dr. Philip Azua, as well as President and CEO Susan Birnbaum, Executive Director Greg Roberts, and everyone at the Foundation who works tirelessly on behalf of the people of this city and the members of the NYPD. The Foundation's efforts have dramatically transformed public safety in our city for the better. For 40 years, Crime Stoppers has been at the center of that remarkable progress. Since the program began as part of the Partnership for the City of New York in 1983 and taken over by the Police Foundation in 1985, more than $3 million in rewards have been distributed. More than 5,600 violent crimes have been solved, and people across New York City have joined together to keep each other safe. This program is staffed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and detectives receive and process thousands of anonymous tips per year. Tips that have directly led to the arrest and indictment of violent criminals. This is a model of how police-community partnerships make us all safer and is a true representation of the responsibility we all share to achieve that safety. And today, we are proud to unveil the latest innovation in that collective effort donated by the Police Foundation, the Crime Stoppers truck. This vehicle serves as a direct appeal to the community in solving violent crimes. While on scene, its technology is able to download and play back video footage on its LED screens. It will be used to canvass the area, display photos, and distribute important information to the public. And it will increase awareness and expand the reach of this vital program citywide. You'll get a closer look at this technology in a moment. But before I turn it over, I want to comment on another important partnership, the news media, for helping us publicize the Crime Stoppers tips and for distributing critical information to the public. Getting this program in front of viewers and readers across this city is essential to solving these crimes. It is all about increasing public safety and increasing public participation in public safety. We're all in this together, New Yorkers, and collectively, we will continue to work to drive down crime in every corner of New York City. Lastly, I want to express the department's appreciation to Clyde Brownstone, a longtime trustee of the Police Foundation and chair of the Foundation's Crime Stoppers Committee, who will be stepping down from that role. We thank Clyde for his service and for ensuring that Crime Stoppers remains an invaluable tool in our efforts to make New York City safer. I'd like to now turn it over to the chairman of the Police Foundation, Dr. Philip Azua. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Sewell. I'm also happy to be here to announce the new truck and recognize the success of Crime Stoppers for over 40 years and announce $3 million in rewards to date, awarded to concerned members of the New York City public who have helped the NYPD capture some of New York's most dangerous and wanted criminals. I'd like to acknowledge the members of the board of the Police Foundation who are here this morning: Summers Farkas, Tom Iovino, Ed Pikinich, Ed Weinstein, and of course Clyde Brownstone, who, as you heard, has served as chair of this committee for more than 20 years. I'd also like to acknowledge as well our president and CEO, Susan Birnbaum, Greg Roberts, Executive Director, as well as the NYPD's Lieutenant Michael Curtis, Sergeant Richard Wall, and Sergeant Erica Rivera, who so ably managed this program. I wish to thank John Kasmatidis, who through his generous donation helped us purchase this newest van. And I should also like to thank Ms. Nancy Silverman, who here this morning, who also purchased a Crime Stoppers van a few years ago. New Yorkers care about a safe city, and their tips to this initiative shows that. And under Commissioner Sewell's leadership, the Police Foundation is honored to support the NYPD and the Crime Stoppers initiative. It is truly one of the best investments we've made. As you heard, a true public-private partnership with the greatest detectives in the world. I'd now like to welcome the Chief of Detectives, James Essek, to tell you more.
Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you, Dr. Oswald. The NYPD, and in particular, New York City police detectives, need the public's help in solving crimes. For 40 years, Crime Stoppers is an anonymous venue in which individuals knowledgeable of crimes in their communities help the NYPD, all while allowing the public to have a vested interest in keeping their neighborhoods safe. NYPD Crime Stoppers program offers cash rewards for anonymous information to the 1-800-577-TIPS hotline that leads to the arrest and indictment of a violent felon. This program, supported by the Police Foundation, focuses on solving high-priority violent crimes. Over $3 million in rewards have been approved. Last year, 2022, the NYPD received 1,155 tips. So far this year, we have received 331 tips. Some notable cases that were helped solve with tips from the public are the Baby Hope case. On July 23rd, 1991, the body of a 4-year-old girl was found in a cooler off the Henry Hudson Parkway. She had been starved and sexually assaulted. All leads were exhausted without even learning her name. On October 12th, 2013, a man was arrested for the murder of Baby Hope. The case broke when a Crime Stopper tipped to a witness who wanted to share what she knew after years of silence. What followed was the culmination of a careful and thorough investigation, the arrest of Baby Hope's cousin for her murder. Another case, on April 12th, 2022, on board a New York City subway train car in Brooklyn, an unknown perpetrator shot 10 victims, causing serious injuries. The NYPD Crime Stoppers hotline received multiple tips, which led to the arrest of Frank James. These tips and many others led to arrests of violent persons and have greatly aided detectives in their investigations. This new Crime Stoppers van will ensure our detectives respond immediately to new incidents, return for follow-ups, and get information out to the public to help us solve crime and keep our neighborhoods safe. With that, we'll take any questions. Yes. So one of the functions of the Crime Stoppers van is we visit the location of the crime yearly. On the 20th anniversary of 2013, we revisited it. A woman who seen that believed it was her children, and that got the ball rolling. We were able to ID who the kid was, who the 4-year-old was. Investigators then were able to lock up the cousin. So part of these vans, and we never forget Patrick Alford in the 7-5 who's missing. Yearly we go back to there asking for information and the public's help. In this particular case of the Baby Hope, we got that information by going back.
Tony DeStefano, Newsday.
the technology is improved. The pictures, the come out, the video that we'll be able to get, it's like having a mini computer, a built-in computer inside, where we'll be able to, in real time, show out pictures and communicate with downtown. So the technology is what's greatly improved.
Dean Moses, AM New York.
Well, every day the Crime Stoppers van is out. So an incident happens last night, we're out there today asking for the public's help. And then on cases that have gone stale, we go out yearly on the anniversary or whenever we get new information, we go to that location asking for the public's help.
I'm going to take one or two more. Kelly Mena, New York 1.
We get over 1,000 tips a year. They all vetted by a New York City police detective who was investigating that case. Some information we get is information we already know. Some of it is new, and the investigator takes that as a lead, and he investigates that to conclusion.
Walla Diamond.
Yeah, this is a brand new truck that we have. We have other trucks. This is a brand new model that we have with the newest technology.
Any other questions from media? I'm Tracy, Daily News.
No, it's the detective on that case. Comes into the Crime Stoppers, it go to the local precinct, whichever squad, whichever detective is investigating that. He looks at it and then vets it as a lead.
And it's always like, I guess, an old urban legend that like these tips are usually like crackpots calling or people who just want people to talk to. Would you say that these are serious tips that come in after 1,000 or like?
No, there's always people who will call in just for calling in, but many of these, like I says, a lot of these information leads to an arrest and indictment, and a lot of the information we get, the detectives already know, but we'll look to interview that tipster. All right, thank you.
Doctor, sir?
Thank you very much. I wanted to also acknowledge Andrew Tisch, board member of the foundation for many years and chair of the foundation, immediate past chair of the foundation. Thank you for being here. Thank you all.
Everyone for your time and attention.